Thank you for joining. She's dropping the tea. SJEDROPTEA. I am your sacred magical high chief priest of the Most High God. And I'm here to give you a collective read of some energy that I'm channeling. So I was like, oh, I gotta get this shit out here. Happy 4th of July to everyone. I hope y'all having a beautiful 4th of July. All right, I gotta get to the store and get some hamburger meat because I had used all the hamburger meat that I bought. Gotta get some more coals, and I need to get some shredded cheese for my macaroni. So, okay, today is my one of my beautiful ancestors' birthday. I got so many memories of this day, okay? And so let me get on this deck week starting with the star, okay? 10 of Cups I see with the Wheel of Fortune. All right. I just clinked this table. What is all this? Let me put some of this floor water on it. I just clinked this table. Like, share, thumb up the videos. Rearrange my room, okay? Y'all probably doing stuff like that, just finding yourself wanting to rearrange things. This is what I picked up from this deck of cards that I haven't used in a while. They practically brand new. But I had them for a while. Okay? And they make more sense now than they did when I bought them. That's so tripped out. How you can get more revelation out of a deck of cards. You know, as time go on, it's just deep. Okay, I pulled another deck and I had that too. Okay. Where's the box that this go in? I've rearranged my room, all my cards and everything is neat, it's clean, and everything's wiped off, wiped down, swept away. Okay, all that good shit. Okay, I am your sacred magical chief of the Most High God. All right, let's get into these energies because they deep. I'm drifting into a lot of different thoughts. This is what I got to tell y'all. These cards that I pulled. There's a masculine man. Okay, I don't know if this is past, present, or finna happen. It depends on where it's at in the stages of it. Okay, but what I'm seeing is a karmic man and maybe a karmic woman or whatever this is. I'm saying they both karmic. I'm seeing a karmic situation. It could be a divine feminine, a divine masculine. Okay, and it's affiliated with a karmic. All right, so it could be any of that. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, wherever you may have it at. This is for any sign that it may resonate with, okay? Father God, I ask you to lift up a standard against those that want to be an enemy to me, okay? Whoever's an enemy to me is an enemy to the Most High God. It's your choice what you choose, Okay? All right? All right? All right? It is my divine right as a human being and a child of God to be showered with luxurious wealth, riches, and magnificent success. Okay? Okay? All right? Anyone that tries to curse us is cursed with a curse. And if you bless us, then you bless with a blessing. Okay? It's as simple as that. All right? All right? What I will tell people that's getting into spirituality, that's in spirituality, and that's been in spirituality, y'all better learn to respect people's sacred spiritual space and stop thinking this shit's sweet. Okay? The doors that y'all have come through many years ago, I almost want to say multiple timelines, multiple dimensions. Y'all can't do that shit no more. Okay? Everybody keep looking for the coming of the Christ to crack through the sky. But what the coming of the second Christ is the awakening of everyone's consciousness. Okay? That's the great awakening of the second coming of Christ, just like the first coming of Christ was about the awakening of the conscious mind that the Pharisees in the church didn't want us to do. So they crucified that man, that blessed fucking soul, on a cross, and then trying to flip it and making it seem like it's something sacred that we should wear around our neck. When this is what they used to crucify a chosen one. Okay? Because of what they did to him, this is why Father God put his spirit in 12 vessels throughout the United States, throughout the world. Okay? Okay? Because whatever plans that he have, they will surely, as I say, the red ink that's in the Bible, surely they will come to pass. Okay? All right? Surely they will come to pass, and you will not know the form that it will come in. There have been a lot of human error. That is so sad. But there have been a lot of human error. Okay? People touch shit, research shit, and go after shit they ain't got no business going after. Just like the Joker said, things that you don't understand, you should respect. And what you respect, you don't touch. Okay? But you got people that's just arrogant, that just think that they money, power, and influence can just push them into any spectrum that they want to be pushed into. Okay? Doing shit that they shouldn't be doing in people's energy. I'm gonna keep this burning on my... I'm gonna keep this burning. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, we ask you to lift up a protection of fire around us, a ring of protection of fire around us as I give this reading and give these energies. Okay? Let me light some Pani Santo too. It was so many readers. Okay. All right. I'm shit. Readers and fucking just a lot of frauds. Mostly frauds. Okay. Frauds with cards. Okay. Charlottes is what the fuck they are. There's so many charlats, so many readers, okay, that just think that they can pick up these cards and just channel whatever fuck energy they want to channel. They don't even ask their ancestors, is it okay that I do this? They just pick up the cards and just automatically assume that they can just do whatever the fuck they want. You can't just do what the fuck you want in a high priestess energy. You can't do what you want in any individual energy. Okay? It is against the law. Spiritual law, the highest laws that governs everything. Okay? But this man or whoever this is, somebody made a deal with the devil, and it just seemed like everything in their world after making a deal with the devil, okay, is just going down. This is somebody that have backstabbed, betrayed somebody, okay? I'm looking at this spiritually, and this could be in the physical form too, where somebody backstabbed somebody, okay, did something very foul in somebody's energy, okay? That's just on some spiritual aspect, okay? This is why he holding a knife, okay? And he got a guilty conscience about what he done, okay? All right, somebody may admit to the big M, like a big M, okay, of doing something, okay, or they just may admit to just doing something foul, period, in your energy. But I feel like it's both ways. Somebody may admit of doing something betrayal in your energy, and it's because of the devilish energy they was in, okay, and who they was in the bed with, okay. These people their names could begin with an I or a S. Or these names, these I or S could be very significant in their name, or it could be very significant in your name. Okay? All right. Someone coerced someone into this situation. So someone manipulated someone to do some backstabbing shit to someone. Okay? All right? They could have even been putting, for some people, spell work on them. Okay, either way it go, someone vowed to give someone something, okay? They tried to manipulate them with some type of offering or whatever, whatnot, or they just manipulated them, period. All I know is they probably told them, I will give you money. I don't know why I'm just getting insurance. Like, you know, I feel like people doing shit for insurance money, and it's to fix their fucking problems they got going on, okay? All right, okay? Somebody tricked someone like on a camping or some kind of hiking trip, and when they got there, they pushed them off of a ledge. Okay, this could literally be anything. It could be you going on a cruise, okay, with someone that you think you trust, and then they pushing you off the boat, because there was an incident with a little 5-year-old girl got pushed off the boat, okay, thrown off of the top of the rail of the thing. Somebody had put her up there, okay, probably was playing like, ooh, look, and she ended up falling in, and her father dived in after her, and thank God, I cried when I heard that story, y'all. I was like, thank you, Father God, they both were saved, okay? But the father is what made me cry, because he said, I'm gonna protect my baby with my motherfucking life. And he didn't even think. He just dived on in. As soon as he seen that she fell, he dived right on in behind her. Like, you got me fucked up, not my baby. You know what I'm saying? I guess he said, I can't even live without her. So I'm dead any motherfucking way. And if she gonna go, I'm gonna go with her. Okay? And I just say kudos to fathers that'll go all out for their kids. Okay? All right, but you got some of them that'll sacrifice their kids, okay? And they'll do it for anything, and it's a fucking shame. But this man literally kicked this woman off of this cliff. And this literally happened in the real life, where a man married a woman, and then they went on some type of honeymoon trip or whatever, whatnot, and they consist of them like going to a safari or hiking or something, and when he got up there, he pushed her off and tried to make it seem like she missed her step and fell, and that he was in front of her. First of all, you ain't had no fucking business being in front of her. You her protector, so she should have been in front of you, okay? So it's just things to just let it be known that he was not protecting her in any kind of way, and nor did he never have her best interest. He thought he was gonna get $2 million off of her. Okay, so this could be literally some shit going on, but I also feel like it's just somebody that just want to rid somebody of their energy, like they tired of them, like all they do is argue with this person and shit. Okay, all right, but they arguing with this person because they found out some deceptive ass shit. It says there was a motive of committing this crime. Somebody set somebody up, and I feel like the man could have found out. The man could have found out that the woman did some dirty shit in his energy, and let somebody be aware of his bank, his money, Okay, all right. She may even did it herself because this looked like a woman body. Okay, okay. I just feel like somebody acted like they was committed to someone, and then they robbed them. They committed a crime in their energy. Okay, all right. And I feel like this is why he pushed this bitch off of the bridge. And then you got need to interview more suspects. Then he had to be investigated because of this incident or this situation. Okay, but he did it because this bitch robbed him, or this bitch let somebody rob him. Either way it go, she was supposed to be committed to someone and she wasn't. Okay, I feel like the ancestors is exposing it. Look, she's falling off the cliff. The ancestors exposing it. Here's the information. I feel like this is either being told right before it happened or being told as this happened. Something like this is going on. Okay, okay. But she fell off because she did some slick shit. She did some dangerous slick shit. It says details leading up to the murder may be worth investigating. The reason why she got, look at them arguing and fighting. He found out some lies and deception or something that she was doing. It says arguments or fights is a strong factor. Okay? And then it says lies, deceptions, and a potential cover-up. She covered up something that she did in his energy, and he didn't know that she had something to do with it. But the butterfly suggests to me that he discovered and found out that she put 1, 2, 3, about 4 knives in his back. 3 knives. She put 3 knives in his back. The 4th knife was what he discovered, the lies and the deception that she was doing. I told you that this was somebody that should have been committed to somebody, whether it's the male or the female. Somebody should have been committed to somebody, but they wasn't. So he pushed her off. Okay, all right. There's information around this. Okay, he could be trying to collect money on her. Okay, and he could be saying something like he had nothing to do with it, but it says illegal actions play a role. And then the illegal actions is that somebody coerced somebody somewhere, and then their motive was they pushed them off because of money, because of something that they lied or did in their energy. Okay, somebody made a deal with the devil. It could have been her, or it could have been one of her associates. All I know is someone coerced the killer to do what he do. So someone could have went back and told somebody some lies, okay, and got it going and shit, and could have said that she did it when she didn't do it. It could have been another bitch. I feel like somebody did something and blamed it on somebody else and got somebody to act on that shit, okay? Made them, convinced them that it was that person, and they backstabbed them and did some dirty shit in their energy, okay? All right. And now they suspect, they under investigation, okay? Somebody lied and covered up the deception that they did to this person and blamed it on somebody else, okay? It says suspect lives near the scene of a crime. Somebody stalked out a house or paid somebody to stalk out a house. There's surveillance that caught somebody stalking somebody's house. You got witness may fear coming forward with verbal information's help. There was neighbors that could have been watching and seeing what was going on. But yeah, somebody, a narcissist, a sociopath, definitely was connected to some dark shit. Okay, and was going back and forth. Yeah, somebody says research similar crimes, and they did this more than one time. This is somebody that did this more than one time, okay? All right, in the same community, neighborhood, or just with different people that they was with, okay? This definitely is what it is, backstabbing shit going on, and people arguing and fighting, okay? All right, about the details left out, about somebody covering up some shit, okay? Potential shit. And I feel like the big L, this person could have an L in their initial. They could be, they make me think about Lori. Their name could be Lori, Laura. Their name could be Liz, Lily, Liz, something with an L, okay? Lynette, okay? Lanita, okay? Something like that going on. All I know is you got IDALTISINS, okay? N, okay? These people could have these initials strongly in their chart, or these letters is very significant, okay? Yeah, doll. Somebody could find out this information on the phone. I got DIAL here. Somebody could find out some information when someone makes a call, maybe call you. Something about dial, okay? And then I'm also seeing laid, LAID, lied, okay? Just all kind of shit going on with this energy, okay? Okay, but I feel like somebody fucked somebody up in their energy that betrayed them, played them, okay? Could have robbed them or got them set up to be robbed, okay? I feel like the suspects doing this house surveillance, somebody could have didn't know that somebody had cameras around their house or something and caught them, you know, coming in doing this, okay? Now she's screaming for help, okay? All right, because she had made a deal with the devil and thought that she could get away with something in somebody's energy. Something like that is going on, okay? It's definitely a lot of illegal shit playing a part, and cameras is catching it, including ancestors, okay? The dead is speaking and telling it, okay? They can even be talking to me. Then you got a ball of thread here, okay? Where something is unraveling and playing out, okay? Okay, or somebody could be trying to entangle you into something, but I feel like with the cat being here, your intuition, your spidey senses is on the shit, okay? And you can't get riled up into or tangled up into somebody else's shit, dark night of the soul, or whatever this dark shit is that they going through, okay? I feel like your intuitions is too lit. That's a white cat, so it just make me think about you too enlightened, okay, to get played into tango. You make me think about cat and yarn and thread and cat. It just make me think about some type of child's play or whatever the hell this is, okay? We got this white candle on the table, so I feel like you getting a lot of enlightenment, or you getting a lot of information downloads or something while you sleep, but also there's a lot of protection around you with white candles, okay? All right, this is what's going on with you, okay? Everything's calm. This is blue too, so tranquility, okay? Everything I see in that is good, okay? I feel like somebody wanted to ravel you into some shit and you just sat there just looking at them like, oh no, I don't play them type of games. I'm sorry, but no, okay? It's all I'm getting from that shit. Then I'm getting fresh paper, okay? Okay? I feel like you got pure potentials that are perfect, you know, like perfection in the beginnings of everything is good, okay? Whatever plot, plan, or procedures or whatever the fuck people thought that they could do in your energy, it's a fucking no-go. This plot, the character, and the whole setting of whatever the fuck they doing, trying to write out your motherfucking destiny it's not the shit. It's not working out the way that they think that they want it to work out, okay? The plot is, where do your character think they are headed when they start out, okay? How long do they last without making any mistakes? And what was your vision when you began this story? And what would bring it closer to an idea? Yeah, you had people trying to dictate and thought they was going to characterize. You know, you had actors, because when I look at character, I see act, and then I also see actor. So you thought these motherfuckers thought that they was gonna be actors, characters, okay? They thought they was gonna act out your motherfucking scene, the scene. They thought they was gonna act out, play out, act out, write out. These motherfuckers sat around the table and thought that they was gonna write out the narratives of your motherfucking story and how it was gonna play out and the position and the role that you was gonna play in it, okay? And I say not, bitch, that ain't how it roll, that ain't how it gonna work. Okay, you don't dictate my motherfucking fate, and you don't say how it's gonna work out and what type of character or acts I'm gonna play in my own motherfucking story. Okay, it's more so that I'm gonna be the puppet master in this shit, and you gonna be the one that's gonna get plotted on. Okay, in this lot of shit that's going on, you the one that's gonna get plotted on, and you the one that's gonna be acting out. You the one being set up in the set, okay, while you motherfucking playing, okay? Because we got settings here, so you the one being set up, you the one being plotted and set the fuck up, not me, boo. Okay, all right, let's make that shit clear. Let's get it over understood, okay? And then it says, what is in this setting is entirely new. Yeah, what is in this setting that is entirely new is that you're the fucking setup. That's what's new. The new is that the narrative is that you are in the motherfucking hot seat, not me. You're the one being called to the slaughterhouse. You're the one that's being ambushed. Okay? You're the one being caught off guard, not knowing that the camera and action and lights, okay, was always on your ass, not on me. Okay? That's what you need to understand. Okay? What is the place that your main character has never been to before? The fact that they the one sitting in the hot seat, that they the motherfucking hot potato. Okay, I don't know what the fuck they thought, but they the one that's the hot potato, and that's what they don't know, and that's what they overstanding, and that's what they understanding. That wow, I never sat in this position that I have set multiple people in, but now I'm the one being set up and motherfucking plotted on. I'm the one being played here. Like yeah, like that's what you knowing. That you the one was getting played the whole time. And that's something that you have never experienced. It's new to you. It's entirely new. And then when you look at entirely, you see tired. Yeah, tired. Okay, you see tired, okay? Like this is entirely new to you, that you playing the role that you playing in, which is the hot potato seat, okay? Which is the one in the spotlight, which is the one being seen, which is the one being exposed. This is entirely new to you. That's like Puffy. Puffy probably said that shit. This is entirely new to me, okay? That I'm the one that don't have no control here, finally. I'm the one that don't have no motherfucking control here. Let's put some terror on it real quick. And a homecoming, okay? Okay, a strange encounter. Okay, and making camp. Okay, and then the stroke of midnight. What the fuck are you running from or running to? Somebody could be waking up. Okay, waking up to a crossroad. Yeah, somebody's waking up. Okay, and they trying to take off and run before they miss a plane, a bus, a train, a destiny. Trying to get through a portal. Something going on like that. Like these two cars is right behind each other. Somebody's trying to meet destiny time before they miss it. Okay? All right? They've been asleep and somebody's waking up. Okay? And then making camp. Yeah, this is resting on the journey, temporarily pausing, taking stock. This was somebody that was chilling on a lorry. They thought they had a lot of time to play around, camp around, play around and do all the little silly shit that they was doing. They thought they had time. Okay? Okay? To just chill and then move when the fuck they want to move. And now they hauling ass trying to meet that before that boat take off. Then you got the strange encounter. This is what they probably trying to keep from happening. You having a strange encounter of meeting someone special, new, or whatever the fuck this is. But you got strange encounters. You got homecoming that sits on top, and the making camp. Okay, the homecomings could be multiple things. It could be someone returning, a reunion, somebody's returning home, okay, from a journey, a trip, a long journey trip over water. This could be like the service. I'm hearing Navy. This could be like the service or something like that. This could be like boot camp. This could be like jail. This could be like jail, okay? Or this could be just like some kind of long hiatus that someone was on across seas, and they trying to hurry up and get to the USA before a certain time or something like that. I don't know. I'm just picking up all kind of shit. Someone could be getting dreams when they sleep, downloads, information, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. All right. Let's see. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what we got here? What we got here with the details leading up to this murder, okay, that may be worth an investigation. Okay. All right, because somebody pushed somebody, or will or did. You got Queen of Cups here, and you got the devil here. Someone's intuition is on this shit, okay? They very confident and sure about the Two of Cups, and then the moon is upside down because the moon, and then the sun is here. It's exposing what we know. The Nine of Cups, somebody's getting rid of a bitch because the justice is here, the major arcana. Somebody's getting rid of one situation because they want to be in a whole nother situation. I literally seen a movie where a man thought that he was gonna bury another woman and just go selling off with another woman. Okay, all right, that he had got pregnant and everything, but he had kids with the other woman. Okay, and he tried to take their kids, and he had killed her and put her in the freezer and left her there for 2 years. And then when they decided to get up and finally leave, him and the mistress lady or whatever, whatnot, he removed her body from the freezer and then placed it somewhere. So when they found her body and that decomposed energy, they was like, what the fuck is this? You know, why is she still intact when they knew that she was missing for 2 years? So they just put it together and realized that, oh, when they got a warrant to go in the house because he wasn't in there no more because he moved to another state, they was able to find all in the attic, crawl space and everything, all kind of evidence to prove to that he murdered her. He hit her over her head with something. She didn't want to be with him no more. She was finding out what he was doing behind her back. She was black, he was Caucasian, okay, or whatever, whatnot. Okay, she was a feisty little, beautiful little soul, or whatever, whatnot. She didn't take that bullshit, okay. But so if he wanted to just go off with the other bitch, he should have just went off with the other bitch. But he thought he was gonna collect insurance and all that, and do that shit to her and her energy, and thought that they was just gonna, you know, and he tried to play it like she had schizophrenia, or she was bipolar, so she did sporadical shit like leave and take off and all that kind of stuff, and so he don't know where she at and woo 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 and all that kind of stuff, you know, trying to play her like something was wrong with her. It wasn't shit wrong with her. She was dead spot on about everything that she was picking up about that little narcissist, okay? All right. Okay, and I feel like there's somebody that's head dead on about, emperor. This is somebody that's in the emperor energy, and then you got the sword of swords here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's somebody that's regretting a lot of shit that they probably did, and then the tower is here. There's somebody regretting a lot of shit that they did. This is an empress, somebody that was in devil fucking energy that just thought they can just come in somebody's energy and do whatever they want. They says they were young, healthy, wealthy, beautiful, free, and in love until tonight. Yeah, because they got a tower and everything got pulled up from a rug got pulled up from underneath them, okay? Now new chapters is being written out, okay? Whatever they thought that lot was gonna be, that ain't so. And whatever they thought they was creating for me or creating for you, okay, they seeing total the opposite as they get what the fuck they got coming, okay? In my hand is the Ace of Swords, so this is fucking clarity about what I'm saying. Temperance is here about the balance that's being restored on land and in spirituality, okay? And then the Ten of Pentacles here, can't make the shit up with the Six of Pentacles, can't make it up, okay? All right, and then you got the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. You got the Page of Pentacles. This is somebody that feel that a relationship is worth pursuing, okay? This is somebody from your past that want to come and give you a cup, okay? Queen of Wands, okay? They could have walked away from a Queen of Wands, or they could look at you as a Queen of Wands, okay? Either way it go, they look at you as very determined, confident, independent, very determined, and you got a lot of courage, okay? All right, they seeing two sides of you, okay? A light and a dark side of you, or something that probably turns them on or something like that. But you got 6, 6 here on the table, okay? 6, 6 here on the table, okay? All right. You got the Ten of Pentacles with the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is somebody that definitely want to create and innovate and do a lot of shit with you. Okay, but yeah, somebody could be going homecoming, meaning there could be a death coming up for someone, okay? Or it's a death coming to something, okay? But there's definitely a homecoming. Somebody could be having a homecoming back to their self, like back, coming back to their self, meaning like homecoming, meaning back to their self. Somebody could be getting back to their self, their spiritual self, like their higher self, okay? Coming back home to divinity, okay? And all that old beautiful shit could be going on, okay? Okay, but all of this is on the table for y'all, okay? Yeah, you got endings, completions, okay? You got solutions, you got rest after a journey, okay? So all of that is on play here, okay? All right? Does the end feel satisfactory or earned? So for some people, their ending was disastrous. Like they lost everything, like a whole explosion. And then for others, everything that they went through, it was worth going through because they got everything. So it's like that. A homecoming could be, like how heaven celebrates you because you sitting on your throne. You sitting in your kingdom position and place where you belong. Okay, you're crown royal. Okay, we talking about. Okay, I keep telling y'all, chief in command, and all kind of positions like this. Okay, it's got to do with sovereign, royalty. Yes, sovereign for sure. Okay, all that is going on the table. Okay, all right, and for that situation there, this is definitely either somebody spiritually put death to a karmic, literally just booted that bitch out their energy, or literally somebody killed somebody and booted their ass off a fucking ledge, okay, and they being investigated about it, okay, all right. Somebody could be under investigation, somebody could be watching them spying, all of that, but I feel like somebody had surveillance cameras up and somebody didn't know, and somebody tried to rob, steal, or take something that belonged to somebody, and they got themselves fucked up for doing it, okay, is what I feel. I feel like somebody has somebody sneaky in their energy, okay, all right, that's what I truly feel. All right, what we got with this key skeleton? What is this important details that is revealing at this time, Father God? What is revealing at this time? What is revealing at this time? Oh, and this shit came upside down. Okay, is these cards? Oh no, I got them upside down, so we're not gonna read them like that. What it is the Page of Cups. Okay, it's about an offering. Okay, a Two of Pentacles, a balance, and the Eight of Wands. Somebody wanted the opportunity to bring balance to a whole relationship situation. Okay, Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands with the Chariot, and how they trying to take action, energy. They putting energy and action into trying to come towards the Queen of Swords, the Empress type energy. Okay, yeah, with a Two of Cup offer. Okay, and then you got this suit of Knight. Okay, with the suit of Pages. With the suit of Pentacles, okay, which is, yeah, this is somebody that's coming with an offer. Somebody that want to work with you, somebody that want to be with you, somebody that want to offer love. They want to offer all kind of shit. You may even have somebody that want to apologize to you, but you definitely got somebody that want to come in your energy and bring balance to a whole situation. Okay, they looking for the opportunity, or they trying to bring you opportunities to you, and I feel like you got important information, important things about what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, all right. Somebody definitely put death to a bitch and kicked her and booted her out their energy. But I feel physically somebody got tired of somebody's shit. Somebody did some deceitful shit in somebody's energy, and somebody did something to them. What is these arguments and these fights and these factors about, Father God? What is these? Some of my cards is upside down. Some shit that's out of motherfuckers' control, and they can't control it no matter how much they want to. Like how my cards is in my deck. Any old kind of damn way they want to be. Somebody having to straighten out somebody's shit, the shit that they did in their energy. Yeah, this is the Eight of Cups upside down with the Knight of Cups. Yeah. There's an upside down High Priestess. Okay, that somebody could have been in the bed with. Yeah, High Priest. And he thought he knew that bitch. And he didn't know that bitch like he thought he did. But when he discovered what that bitch was doing deceitful in his energy, he could have did some deceitful shit in her energy and hurt and harmed her. Okay? And now he literally under investigation about the shit. Okay? And he can have insurance money out on her. Trying to collect on it. Okay? Playing stupid and crazy like he don't know how she, fell off some fucking cliff. Like he wasn't with her. Like he's trying to play it like he wasn't with her. He don't know. Or he's saying that she missed her step. Missed her step and fell off. Something's going on like this in somebody's energy. Okay, what's these arguments about? What's this judgment? I'm trying to tell you there's a judgment on this. What's these arguments about? It's about the suit of wands and the suit of pentacle. It's about the queen of pentacle, and it's about the reunion and the reconciling. The monster comes home. Okay? All right? This is what the four of wands. This is about a reunion. I don't know. Did somebody go into a reunion with a covenant, a dark ass covenant, or something like that? Because it looked like somebody's being greeted. This is some kind of reunite. It says reunite and reconcile. The monster comes home. So I feel like somebody made peace about being dark. Okay? All right? Somebody made peace about being dark. All right? Or something like that. But I also feel like somebody tried to bind a Queen of Pentacles into a dark art cult. There was a dark priest that tried to bind himself to a Queen of Pentacles type of woman. Yeah, Nine of Swords. I can't make this shit up. I cannot make it up. Okay, some of these cards is upside down. Let me turn them the right way. They broke their neck with the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Swords. They broke their neck trying to be with the Knight of Wands. They broke their neck trying to be Eight of Wands, trying to have multiple opportunities of being in somebody's energy, doing shit they ain't have no business doing. Okay, they even was partner up in doing this shit with people. Then you got the Ten of Wands again coming up with the Nine of Wands. And all it brought them was a bunch of nightmares and despair. Okay? Everything that they was doing in somebody's energy, okay, and they thought they was having fun doing it, turned out to be a nightmare in their own motherfucking world. Is what the fuck you got. But yeah, I feel like somebody tried to bind theyself, rope theyself to a Queen of Pentacles, and they wanted to pull her into some kind of dark energy with them. Okay, and I feel like it's a dark art cult leader. Okay, they tried to bind himself to a Queen of Pentacles type of energy. All right, and the argument was about him arguing with this bitch, didn't want to be with this bitch, okay, even had a kid with this bitch, okay, and he probably felt like she was doing shit in his energy to try to keep them together, and he didn't want to be with her. Yeah, look, you got the Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Empress card, the Queen of Swords, and the Chariot. I can't make the shit up that I say. I can't make the shit up that I say. I don't know about nobody else, but as I speak the shit come out in my hand. This is what he's arguing with this bitch about. Bitch, you been binding me with you, telling me, convincing me. I'm trying to tell you, it's all kind of arguments, factors that this bitch told a lot of lies and did a lot of deception in this energy. She played herself like she was the Empress and shit and all that old mess, okay, and that she was his counterpart when really she wasn't. And he found out a lot of deceptive ass shit about her. This is why he want to go back to his past and give a Six of Pentacles energy to. He want to give and take with this energy. I can't make this up. This is a Nine of Pentacles energy right here with the Six of Cups. This is somebody single. It says lapped in luxury, but this is a divine feminine that is lapped in luxury. So all of her needs is met. Okay, she's in this beautiful ass energy. Okay, she don't want for shit. Okay, all right, while you wrap your head around trying to overstand it. Okay, but yeah, we definitely have this going on in this energy. Okay, what is these lies and deception and this cover up that somebody tried to do? Okay, what is these lies and deception that this cover up that they tried to do? What is this? What is this? I'm getting ready to leave. I'm dressed so comfortable and cute. I got a little short little set on. It looked like a swimwear, but it's shorts, you know, a little two-piece, and I got a little throw on over it. And yes, this is what I'm wearing. This is the Two of Swords, okay? This is the fact that somebody didn't see these people in their energy doing shit to them. Yeah, this is a King of Wands with the Three of Wands and the Moon, okay? Somebody, okay, didn't know that somebody, okay, was in their energy. 3 people or more was in their energy, okay, doing all kind of fuck shit, doing backstabbing shit in their energy, okay? Yeah, this is somebody that they gave to with the Knight of Pentacles. They gave to this person, and this person was backstabbing them and doing shit. Yeah, the Temperance. The Temperance is that somebody, the reason why the Temperance is coming out, because this man is finding out that he was manipulated, betrayed by a lot of people, even the circle that he was around, the dark art group, whatever the fuck this is, and he know that he need to go Temperance situation, which is the Six of Cups here. And then with the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles right here, Temperance coming out again with the Ace of Swords. I can't make up what I say. He know that he need to temper a situation and bring it back to a whole. You got the High Priestess poking through right here with this, with the Star. He know that there's a High Priestess, that's a Star. Oh, he know there's some healed type of energy around him that he has been doing shit in that he shouldn't be doing, and the angels is suggesting or pushing him or influencing him to go and make a situation right. This is why the Page of Cups came out, because it's apology. You got the Star here, and then you got the Suit of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, this is somebody, this is like Beauty and the Beast. This is like Dark and Light, but this is like a kind of combination like that. This could be like a demon and an angel. I can't make this shit up. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. Okay? All right? Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit. What is this money about? This crime that was committed. Okay? That could have possibly be the reason why this broad got pushed the fuck up off this cliff. What's this about? Ooh, look how it came out. That's the way that God wanted it to come out. In that way. It's about the Two of Cups. The bitch betrayed him. I can't make it up. The bitch was in his energy stealing, and she didn't know that she was being recorded. Here's the Suit of Pentacles, which is the Five of Pentacles. She's out in the cold. He kicked the bitch out. Let me tell you how I know. What's that song by Isaac Brother when he says, it's 2 o'clock, where you been? And then she says, I've been out with my friend. And then he said, she be talking about the friend got kids. And he say, how many? And she don't know how many. And he said, he break it down. He says, you say she's a friend, but you don't know how many kids she got. It's called contingent or something like that. Like somebody get rid of somebody off of contingent that this bitch is not who the fuck she say she is. Like, this bitch got booted the fuck out because this bitch was in this man's energy, stealing from him and doing all kind of fuck shit. She was dark as fuck. She could have even been a dark Queen of Pentacles. All I know is she was gold digging in this man's energy. Yeah, 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups. I can't make it up. He moved the fuck away from this couple, circle, whatever the fuck this is. He's in some fool energy for the 4 of Cups and the Queen of Cups, because the Emperor. Yeah, and the 10 of Swords. I can't make it up. He booted a bitch out his house because he found out that this bitch was stealing in his energy. He put cameras around his house and caught this bitch. Okay, all right. Even if she was dressed up, tried to hide and disguise, he know how this bitch shaped and how she built. Like, you can clearly see that this is a bitch figure, okay? Hair and all. You can clearly see that. Somebody knew somebody's business. They acted like they was committed to them. They used that as a motive to get around them in their energy, and then they committed a crime in their energy. Okay? All right, that's what the fuck went on. Let's see what the surveillance is revealing. Okay, because you got veil here. So let's see what the spiritual veil is revealing about the cameras exposing shit. Okay? I feel like your senses, spidey senses or whatever the fuck this is exposing it. But what is it, Spirit? Let's see. The moon and the sun is here for sure. I feel like, yeah, it exposed somebody's motive and the sneaky shit that a motherfucker was doing in somebody's energy. That's why the sun and the moon is there. The moon was upside down. I put it the right way. But it exposed what the 9 of Cups. It exposed what somebody needed to be exposed. Yeah, here's the Suit of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. It exposed what needed to be exposed. Okay, this is the Elephant Man. It says, who will carry the burden? Yeah, somebody was trying to burden somebody by robbing them and stealing from them. Okay, and they thought this person was deformed. They thought they was handicapped, slow, or deformed in some type of way. The Elephant Man, like, they thought this person didn't have sense, and they thought that they could come around this man and rob, steal from him. What else we got with the surveillance? Yeah, look, I cannot make it out. I cannot. The Empress upside down. Okay, with the Pinnacle, with the King of Pentacles. She did this shit with another dude and they both got caught. Okay, I told you it was a group of people, 3 or 4 people that he got away from because he realized that these bitches and motherfuckers wasn't his friend. They was only around him because he had a lot of money. This nigga was top heavy. And this bitch got around him. A dude put her on to him. A King of Pentacle upside down. This could be a Virgo or this could be a Taurus. Could even be a Capricorn. All I know is somebody upside down, a King of Pentacle person, put an Empress broad, okay, that's very greedy. Okay, I feel like she's promiscuous. I feel like she's some type of bottom bitch to this man. Okay, all I know is she played on somebody's kindness, played on them. We got around them. And robbed and stole from them, and he booted that bitch out his house. Okay, here's the Knight of Pentacle. Yeah, this was a bitch he was giving money to. And then the Page of Pentacle out here too with the Knight of Pentacle. And then the Suit of the Swords is the disasters because he found out that what this bitch did in his energy. He killed her. I'm telling you, he pushed her off of a cliff and then told the police he don't know how she died. Okay, that's how he felt about the shit. This is the 8 of Pentacles. These was people that he was working with and doing shit with. The alarm went off, okay? And whatever tower this was, he discovered that this bitch robbed him and took a lot of money from him. Even the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune and the tower is upside down with the Hangman. Okay? And the King of Swords too. So, like I said, I feel like somebody did some backstabbing shit in somebody's energy. Okay, yeah, you got the Knight of Cups upside down. He thought that this was some type of wish fulfillment. Eight of Pentacles. He thought that this was some type of bitch he could work with. This is some kind of occult bitch or something like that. She's into magic, into arts and stuff. Yeah, the Suit of Wands. Okay, yeah, this is Nickel Mazeries. Or however how you pronounce it, with witches and warlocks. Okay, witches and warlocks. Okay, and they all being exposed in somebody's energy, but they definitely robbed and took money from somebody. She did, okay, but she could have lost her life physically, spiritually, something going on, okay, where somebody got some issues and problems, okay, whoever and fucked around in the wrong person's energy, okay. What is this interrogation seat? Who's being interviewed? Let's check that out real quick. Let me pull some of this and I'm gonna wrap the reading up. You got skin condition. Somebody that got a skin condition. Okay, somebody got a skin condition on their body. Okay. Oh, this is somebody that got what I got. This when your skin turn from Lago, whatever that shit Michael Jackson got, that's what somebody got on their body. Where they skin is they got a skin condition. Okay. So they got the El Lago or whatever. It's almost like albino, but it's not albino. But it's when your pigment, when your skin color change. Okay? All right? So this could be about you. This could be about them. Somebody could be a part of a tribe. You can have your tribe protecting you, spiritual tribe protecting you, ancestors. You got it's okay. Okay, somebody's very they got exaggerated features. Somebody wear a lot of makeup or stuff on their art and a lot of makeup on their face, okay? So somebody may be into Cuban or Santeria type of shit or dark art type shit, okay? Okay? May even be in the music. Then somebody may have a square face. Somebody got beauty marks probably on their face. Beautiful beauty marks on their face. Somebody could be light-skinned, okay? They could be a Caucasian man looking at you. There's definitely men of power admired by you, looking at you. They know that what you have is authentic and real and that it ain't put on, okay? All right? Some of them admire it, some could envy it, wish they had this quality that you have. Something like that could be going on in your energy. Let me pull 1 or 2 more of these. Okay. You got a vibrant apparel that you're in. So you look radiant, you look beautiful, you look wealthy. Okay. All right. We got blonde and brunette. You can have a blonde and brunette Caucasian woman or fair-skinned woman. Okay. Or or these could be women of like Puerto Rican, anywhere in there. They could be Chinese, you know, any of those type of people that wear those color hairs. Okay, and then you got Australia, something about Australia. Now, let me put one more pull. What's this investigation about with the seat? Who's the suspect that's being, oops, hold on. Who's the suspect that's being Six of Wands, whoever it is, they're going to get exposed. Yeah. The Suit of Pentacle is the Three of Pentacle. It's the whole group that's going to get exposed. And they all being investigated for somebody within that group being exiled, being kicked out or hurt and harmed in some type of way. What's going on with the seat? Yeah, it came upside down too. I cannot make this shit up. You got the Knight of Wands. So this is some kind of malicious shit that somebody did in somebody's energy. Yeah, they hurt and harmed somebody because it says passion, adventure, impulse, inspired, and actions. This is somebody that took action against this person and did this. Okay, strength. They could be a Leo. They can have Leo or any fire energy strongly in their chart. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, they struck and harmed somebody. And then you got the Queen of Swords. They felt like this bitch was a bitch. Okay, and she deserved it. Okay, all right, or something like that. Okay, or bias, or they just. This is somebody that executed out whatever the fuck they felt they had to execute out, and they ain't give a fuck. They ain't give a fuck. You know what they had to do. They just did it. Okay, and this could be man or woman. This is tradition. This is what they do. They take out the trash in the barrel. Okay, male or female. Okay, they in the Knight of Swords, the Strength card. Okay, and then this Wands right here. So this is very malicious shit that somebody undid in somebody's energy. Okay. Okay, and whoever did it, yeah, death sits on top, and judgment is right there. Okay, with the Seven of Cups, somebody realized they had the wrong motherfucker in their energy, and they fucked them up for being in their energy too. The Knight with the Suit of Swords here, which is three swords, y'all. They fucked them up for being in their energy. Three of Swords. Whoever this bitch was that got in this man's energy, this man said, yeah, I might have made the mistake of putting you in my energy, but you made a mistake of playing me, and I'm gonna prove it to you when I end your shit, bitch. And that's what he did with the wand sitting there. He took action. Seven of Wands. He took action against this bitch. Here's the Page of Swords, and here's the Five of Swords. 5 and 7 is 2. He took action against this bitch, and he was fighting with a whole bunch of motherfuckers too. He was fighting with a whole bunch of them, but he definitely took that bitch out. They came for him, and it's whatever. But yeah, something like that is going down where somebody's being attacked by a whole cult group. This could have been a group that they was affiliated around with, or they could have been connected to one person that was affiliated with that group and didn't know that one person was affiliated with that group, and found out that all of them was in their energy doing some shit to them, and he fucked that bitch up for bringing that group around them in their energy or something like that. Or a man got done like this for coming around a divine feminine. But I feel like it's a woman that did this shit. She got fucked up for coming around a man, okay, and bringing all kind of dark fucked up energy around him and even robbing him. Okay, and her outcome is that it backfired and she ended up fucked up. Is what I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, I got fire coming up next, and I got water coming up, but I had to give y'all this collective energy on these energies. Okay, all right, and they probably resonate with water and fire. I know y'all ass is all in this shit, right along with earth, but y'all ass is sword. All the energy is in here, but I feel like the people that's doing this shit is fire. It's somebody that got fire, air. It's somebody that's dominant in air, dominant in fire, and then they dominant in water, and then they possess these other energies. Okay, all right. I feel like it's a group of people, so all the energies is out here for that reason. You got upside down earth energy, upside down sword energy, upside down water energy, okay, and upside down upside down fire. Okay, and they all affiliated with some dark shit, or most of them, or one pulled away. But I feel like one pulled away, and then the rest of them did portrayed, like when that one pulled away or didn't want to be in that group no more, they all turned on him. Okay, and one of the bitches that befriended him did some scantless shit in his energy. So he fucked her up, and now he's fighting spiritually or physically or both with this group. He's fighting with them motherfuckers too. And this could be your masculine. Okay, this could be your masculine that was head of a group, part of a group, whatever it is. This motherfucker definitely is all in the shit, mixed up with some shit. He could be trying to hide it, want to hide it, but you know, because you spiritual. So if you spiritual like me, you know exactly what's going on, and you ain't even in the motherfucking room. Okay, so somebody's definitely going through spiritual warfare with motherfuckers that they was once friends with and ain't friends with no more. Okay, all of that shit going on. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for that. Okay. Okay. Yes, this is what happens, and this is how that shit go down. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ancestors, somebody, the keys, the clues, everything's being exposed. Okay. All right. All right. What went down? I feel like the ancestors could have gave the man the information, and this is why he fucked her up. He was arguing with her about this shit. Okay, and he got this bitch where he wanted. He found out, ancestors told him, he found out that this bitch had betrayed him, backstabbed him, okay, all right, with other motherfuckers, okay, and did some backstabbing shit in his energy, and he dealt with it, okay, especially when he was seeing that video camera, okay, of what she was doing, or what he figured out and found out through spirit, okay, that brought him to an interior investigation room when she ended up off of this landing, but anybody in this group could have pushed her off that landing. They could have pushed her off the landing to keep her from exposing and telling it. All I know is somebody coerced somebody into doing that shit to her. Okay, here's the devil. It makes me think the cult leader, okay, convinced somebody to go and do that shit. He told this cult leader told this man that bitch was behind that shit, okay, and she was, but he was too. It was more than just her behind it, but he went and just took it out on her at the beginning, and then revelation could have came soon as he did this. He could have got an epiphany that no, it was more than just her involved in this shit, okay. All right, it was other people that played a factor too when he started putting two and two together. Okay, especially right here, probably up at night, okay, drinking tea or coffee or whatever, whatnot, and he figured out who the fuck was trying to wrap him up into all of this fucking thread or whatever, whatnot, when his intuition probably lit up. Okay, all this shit is going on in the energy that brought somebody to a homecoming. Okay, somebody crossed over on the other side for fucking around in the wrong person's energy, trying to betray them and play them. Okay, here's the picture frame right here, and then you got, I forgive myself of any past mistakes, and I let go of all self-hatred and judgment. So I can't make it up what somebody was trying to do. Now all of this shit can be metamorphic, you know, like spiritually wise, where somebody just did a whole bunch of backstabbing shit in somebody's energy and tried to cause death to them, and then just to realize that that person didn't never have nothing to do with no shit against them, and that it was people in their energy betraying them and lying to them and convincing them that somebody did something to them that they didn't. And he could have went and hurt and harmed somebody innocent and pushed somebody innocent off of something, and she didn't even have nothing to do with it. Okay, she could have been being manipulated, okay, and didn't have nothing to do with what the fuck happened to this man. Holy Spirit, holy energy, what we got here? What we got for the collective energy as I wrap this up? We got naughty or nasty. Okay, I feel like somebody used their sexual energy to get in a masculine's energy. Okay, and I feel like somebody got somebody fucked up for doing that. I am trustworthy, and I can't rely on me. Yeah, trustworthy. This was somebody that he thought was trustworthy. Okay, kissed my ass. She was, you know, playing games in his energy. Okay, she didn't really care about this man. Okay, she was just making him kiss her ass, meaning do whatever the fuck he wanted her to do. Okay, you got the green leaf here with the starfish behind it. Okay, spending more time. Somebody could be spending more time near water, and it could be increasing your intuition in some type of way. Okay, you are thinking more heavily about your career, in your current career and your current circumstances at this time. Okay, all right, you definitely got more grounding going on. You may be walking barefoot in the grass. Okay, especially today with it being 4th of July. I know I'm going to walk barefoot in the grass and stuff like that. Okay, but you're going to spend more time out in nature. You're going through a new cycle. Okay. and you're just spending more time with people that you love. Okay, you're able to. You got the notebook out here. It says working through the difficulty emotions to gain more peace and control over your self-being. So you could be journaling at this time, writing out your emotions, and it could be helping you a lot. Okay, all right, it's okay to start over and try again and rewrite the story for your happy ending. You will be profiting financially through employment advances and investments, or the start of you got a small business and you got investments that you will invest in, and you will do very good. And these could be investments like stocks, bonds, stuff that grow over time or whatnot. I just feel like whatever you put your hand to, you're going to be very prosperous and good at it, and you're going to have a lot of knowledge of it. Okay, and at this time you may be starting some kind of small business and it's going to yield profit. Okay, it says don't be afraid to express yourself. You're in some beautiful divine feminine, divine masculine energy, and you should not be afraid to express yourself. Okay, you are a diamond in the rough, baby. You shine brighter than a diamond. Okay, you shine brighter than a diamond. Okay, and then it says what I eat or how much I weigh does not define who I am. Somebody wanted you to not love yourself, not love how you look, or your shape, your size, or whatnot. They could have probably possibly sent glamour spells, doing glamour spells. I feel like that's exactly what they was doing with both of these cards being like this. I feel like you look good and fabulous the way you are, and I feel like somebody was trying to change the image of how you looked and seeing yourself. I feel like you beautiful, period, and perfect the way you are. It says keep up. Yeah, somebody could be trying to keep up with you, your beauty, and how good you look. Okay, all right, or you just keeping up with your appearance and your beauty. You in some butterfly fucking energy. You paying attention, okay, to your thoughts and your feelings at this time, and your intuition is being a guide of that. Okay, you being very mindful of the changes that's going on. Okay, all right, and these changes are good. Okay, you got a lot of inner growth within you. You are awakening to more senses of light and joy. Okay, all right, and you're learning not to take things so like don't take things so seriously. You're learning to be lighthearted, being light energy. Okay, not give a fuck, not care. All of that beautiful shit is going on with your energy. All right, what else we got for the collective as we wrap these energies up? I made these cards. I love these little cards I created. You in some money magnet ass energy. Okay, yeah, the double moody. You could have two sides of you. Okay, all right, you could have two sides of you. All right, double take. Somebody could be double taking. They could be seeing two sides of you and liking both sides. Okay, you in some very confident energy. Okay, and you working your mind. You speaking your mind. Okay, yeah, you in this hustler energy. I'm not a hustler, baby. You got the coin purse out here, so you got all kind of money coming in your pocketbook. You need to protect your pocketbook. Okay, at this time, you are saving a lots of money. You got money coming in. Okay, you taking the time to slow down and actually manifest being, just being content and just being in. Okay, being more, yeah, and you also being more specific about your desires and what it is you want. You could also be for sure you doing this, divine feminine. You're donating, you giving to the needy. Okay, what you give wholeheartedly always return back to you tenfold. Okay, much is given, much is received, and much is required, and much come back. So whatever you give back, it comes to you in great measures, double measures. Okay, all right, you are in some crown motherfucking energy, baby. You're a queen royal. Okay, queen royal, and you got a lot of angelic spirits all around you, ministering to you, protecting you. You could be even angelic and angel-like, okay, or angel. But all I know is money is what it is. Unicorn sits on top, baby. This the energy that we in. You making moves. Unicorn energy, then you making moves, baby. Okay, all right. Okay, you definitely could be going to the beach, being around seashells. You may find seashells. You may get them. Okay. All right, but the unicorn suggests that you're expressing more of your creative side. You're very unique. Okay, you're very unique and different, and you show up in ways that other people don't show up. Okay, All right, you are a healer. Okay, all right. Okay, you are a healer, and you have a lot of healing energy around you, and just a lot of people could need to be healed by you. Okay, you are moving on the move. You could literally have you a scooter. I'm literally finna buy me one of these scooters, and they look exactly like this, but I want it, so I'm gonna get it. But yeah, you literally could be riding a scooter around in the neighborhood looking fucking fabulous and beautiful, divine feminine like you always do. Okay, all right, all right. Somebody gonna spot you and whistle at you. Okay, all right. I had a divine masculine tell me I was fine. I told him he was fine too, and he said, "Shit, you fine too." Okay, okay, and he was fine, y'all. I mean, this motherfucker was fine. He looked like a football player. Okay, but he was fine, honey. He was fine. Okay, but your corn purse, okay, you got all kind of unexpected money coming to you, baby. Somebody wants you to be theirs. They said, will you be mine, divine feminine? Will you be mine? Okay, all right, all right. Somebody need to listen to Ocean Waves because it will soothe, heal, and all that, and help you to sleep. Okay, somebody need to listen to ocean sounds. Okay, all right, it'll keep you calm and all that. So I want y'all to have a beautiful, beautiful 4th of July. Okay, I gotta get out of here and go get what I need so I can barbecue, and then I can get out of here, you know, and get around and have some fun. So hope y'all enjoying yourself. Boom, 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 boom. Like, share, thumb up the video. I am your sacred, magical high chief priestess of the Most High God, and I came to give y'all a collective read. Just checking it. This is the weekend energies as well. So this is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The next 72 hours. Today is Friday, so you got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Saturday I will come back with Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So right now this is just weekend energies. The next 72 hours and what's going on. Okay, all right, and somebody definitely is trying to get rid of someone or something so that they can move on to where they know that they should be or where they want to be. I went to the hairdresser and got my hair done, and this is how it ended because it got kind of like, you know, so it is what it is. But one love, one love, one love. I'm out. Thank you very much for joining in, and I appreciate those that appreciate me. One love.